Well, Texas, by numbers, is the second largest Indian American population in the country. And there are, of course, clusters, and Dallas is one of the, if I take Dallas and Houston, are two epicenters in Texas, out of which Dallas has one of the largest population, Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, in the country today of Indian Americans. And these Indian Americans, they are participating in every field of US economy you can think of, right from IT. Of course, we are known for IT, but from IT to banking to the retail. We did a study. We have an organization called Indian American CEO Council, and a year and a half back we did the study. Close to 30% small business startup in Dallas Fort Worth areas were by Indian Americans. That just shows, I think, our that entrepreneurial spirit which is there, that's alive, and that's combining with the Texas spirit of enterprise, and they're both matching well very together. Well, if you go by numbers, Texas is the largest job producing state in the country, and it's one of the most favored nation, and Texas is becoming headquarters of headquarters. We have the most Fortune 500 companies headquarters now in Texas than any other place. And when that happens, uh, then automatically it gives a reason for people to move there. Another reason, I think, now I talk about Dallas. Dallas, the reason the growth, where are people moving today? The new kid, the new generation, people want to move when you have a good airport, you have a good sports team, you have good arts culture, you have good parks and parks and outdoor activities. Dallas is offering all of them, and Texas is investing all of them. So people are finding it's a great place with a cost of living being much more reasonable. It's a no income tax state, and anyone realizes the value. Indians are the most value oriented, and that's making them move to Texas. So I'll take example of three cities: Houston, Dallas, and Austin. Austin today has bigger investment from Apple than any other place. People think it's a San Francisco or a Palo Alto. That's where they have bigger investment in Austin area than they have anywhere else in the world. Tesla moved their headquarters to Austin areas. And reason I'm San Antonio is becoming an automobile hub of the country with Toyota, and JCB just announced their headquarters there. Come to Dallas, take IT companies, Tech Mahindra, Tata, TCS. You talk about Wipro, all their headquarters, not US headquarters, their global headquarters now are in Dallas. Reliance, we all know about Geo in India. Guess where their tech headquarters and innovation center is? It's based in Dallas. So when you have such a big, we are known for our IT talent, and when that's the epicenter of all those companies, then automatically it becomes hub for Indian American. Talk about Houston, oil and gas. Oil and gas, I think, because of the PhDs and the scientists we have created, I think Indians are dominating that industry, not only in terms of working for these big organizations, but there are Indian Americans who have created successful businesses to support oil and gas industry in terms of pipe making, in terms of solutions and suppliers to these oil and I'm talking about billion-dollar companies they have made. If you see JSW, they have put their plant outside Houston, again because of the pipes and steel which oil and gas industry uses. Mahindra, they have put their tractor plant outside Houston. So again, it's not only, so I'm only giving example of Indian companies, but besides that, I think the ecosystem and how wide our knowledge base of Indian Americans is, it just becomes a natural propensity for them to move there. Well, we have a governor who is the most Indian American friendly governor we can call in the world, or as a leader in the world. He was the first governor to start celebrating Diwali in governor's mansion. That shows, how much he respects the contribution of Indian Americans. He is always part of any activity Indian Americans does, and I think I can share something personal now. His young daughter Audrey, who just got engaged to a young man when she was going to UCLA, and he is son of an Indian immigrant. So now he has this personal connection with Indian Americans, and and it shows in terms of how they get supported, how they get respected, and that leadership matters at the top. He has I saw him when he was in India few weeks back, which I had honored to chair that trip. He was fully embraced with the culture in terms of how the ambitions of Indian American and the youth he's seeing is changing, and he says, I think these two Texas in India are naturally aligned to prosper together. And I saw him, we had an event where we invited all the Bollywood producers and all, and he wore an Indian outfit, and he really embraced the culture. Sometimes leaders, they for political reason try not to do that, but he embraced. He and First Lady, guess what their favorite food is? It's Indian food. Well, in his words, it was a slam dunk. We met top organizations like Tata, Reliance, Adani's, IT companies like HCL. We did a women's forum meeting top women leaders. We met young emerging leaders. India had created largest unicorns, as we all know, after COVID. So we thought he needs to engage with the young leaders to tap into their aspirations and make connection with Texas. We met political leaderships, and all of them, they really were so engaged. They have started recognizing power of Texas, and they are knowing it more and more. For example, I think Young Leaders Forum, they were planning to start an organization with headquarters in California. Now they are now we have tilted them in favor of Texas. I don't know, I think there is a U-Haul study which just came, and this is the actual study I'm saying, that the U-Haul rates one way from California to Texas, they are 5 times more than Texas to California, because no one wants to go from Texas to California. But there's so many people who want to come from California to Texas, so they can end up charging more. We, as a fact, normally the private industry drives that, and it has happened. The investment, so governor visited India in 2018. After that, from that time 2019 to last year, Texas got the more than half of Indian investment into US came into Texas. So, and lot of it, I think India recognized the potential of Texas in oil and gas. Prime Minister Modi's huge initiative is about the clean burning fuel, and Texas is the largest producer of natural gas. That shipment is increasing every day. So, in terms of government providing that forum, and I think we are about to have a direct flight from Dallas to Delhi. I think that's going to be a huge thing. Air India, we just have to know the dates, but in as a strategy, it has been decided that there will be a direct flight from Dallas to Delhi.